Mylifewithparkinsons. Welcome to Make It Monday. I'm going to be making a poppy chiffon cake. This is by far my favorite cake because it's not too sweet. By far this is my favorite cake, but I very seldom make it. So because you use so many eggs and whatnot, but I just decided I'm going to share it with everybody. So this is the recipe right there. You won't be able to read my writing because it's atrocious. I will put the recipe in the description box so you can get that later. Okay, we're going to start off with, I'll tell you what ingredients we have. In this bowl I have 7 large egg whites, and then the yolks, we're going to use the yolks as well, and they're down in this other bowl. So we got the whites and yolks separate, but we're going to use them all. Then we've got 1 3/4 cups of flour, 1 1/2 cups of sugar, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 cup of oil, the egg yolks, 3/4 cup of boiling water, which I boiled my kettle, but I have to bring the cup over here, and a teaspoon of vanilla, and 1/2 cup of poppy seeds. So let me just go get my boiling water, and then we're ready to go. For this, I needed boiling water. I needed 3/4 cup. Okay. Okay, there's our 3/4 cup of boiling water. Now let's see how organized or disorganized I am today. I've been crazy with my brain not working good. Okay, first thing it says is to soak the poppy seed in the boiling water. So I'm going to put the poppy seed, it says for 15 minutes. So I'm going to put this in here, and then I'm going to carry on. And Bill, can you signal me when 15 minutes is up so that I know? Or can you ask Alice to do that?
Alexa, set a timer for 15 minutes.
15 minutes, starting now.
And then that way, when I get there, I will know that I'm there. Okay, so that is going to soak those poppy seeds in that boiling water. Okay, now, I need to do the egg whites first. So I need a half a teaspoon cream of tartar into the egg whites. Like that. And beat these until they're really, really stiff. So I'm gonna just start here. I just bought this powerful mixer, which I'm loving, absolutely loving. And then my son had an extra stand mixer that also has dough hooks on it. And he said I could have that. So I have a stand mixer. So when I'm beating something that's going to take a long time, I can use the stand mixer and not have to hold up this machine. Okay. But it doesn't take long to beat these egg whites up. So. And the cream of tartar, if anybody wonders whether you have to have it or not, it really helps because it stabilizes the egg whites, and otherwise they tend to deflate, and you need that airiness of them. So, okay, I don't want to bore you with this. I'm going to just beat this up, and I'll come right back. Oops. Okay, I'm back. I've just put the egg whites, I did them very stiff, and so they're set aside. Got another big bowl, and in this next big bowl, I am going to put, let's see, beat the egg yolks and add all the other ingredients. Okay, so we'll start with the egg yolks, and then we're going to add all these other ingredients. So hang on a minute. I say I drop everything, you now see I do. All right. All of the other ingredients. All right. Let's start by beating the egg yolks. Then we're going to add in the oil. You don't want to put it in too fast. You want your fat to go in slower. So otherwise it won't emulsify. It will just sort of sit there. And by beating this a lot, we're going to make it a very pale yellow. All right. Now we'll put in our sugar. And we'll put in our salt and baking powder. Okay, now I'm going to scrape this down. I'm going to add the flour. All right, and the vanilla. I don't measure my vanilla. I like vanilla as a flavoring, and so I just put some in. You know, like I don't say, oh, a quarter of a teaspoon or whatever. I just put it in. The actual recipe calls for 1 teaspoon. So, I think that's all the ingredients except poppy seed. Am I right? Yes, I am. Okay, add eggs and all the other ingredients. Okay. I should say today is Finn's birthday, so I was thinking that in the vein of honoring his birthday, I wanted to mention Ivy when she turned 1. When my other granddaughter turned 1, hang on a second, have I got enough liquid in there? This is not liquidy enough. 3/4, there, half a boil. Oh, I have to add the poppy seed in with it too, yeah. So that's why. I forgot to add the poppy seeds. Here we go. That gives me all that extra liquid. Okay. So for her first birthday, she was all into the Blues Clues. So we decided that we would make a Blues Clues cake. And what's that?
Big white rabbit.
Oh, big white rabbit. I love the wildlife out our window. So I didn't make, Claudine made her a Blues Clues cake. And we made 2 so that she could use one as a smash cake. Well, she did not want to get her hands dirty. So we had to sort of help along the smashing of the cake. She didn't like to be dirty. Oh, that's much better this now. Oh, just making this brings back so many memories. When at home, we didn't ever serve it with anything. We just ate the way it was. But it can be served with ice cream or fruit on the side, but it stands alone, not just on its own. All right, there, that's part's done. We shoot these beaters out, and then I'm going to fold in the egg whites. Okay. So let's fold in our egg whites.
You turn the
Kitchen
light
light
on? Yeah.
There you go. Now today was Finn's birthday, and I didn't go. I did the responsible thing instead of what I wanted to do. My grandma heart wanted to go, but I wasn't feeling very good, and I didn't think that I should go where everybody else was going to be around. Now I know it's just sort of a touch of the flu or just a little stomach bug that upset me, but the responsible thing is to not go. So I said, Claudine, you better take me lots of videos and pictures, and Bill took his camera. So just before I started doing this, I was looking at the pictures from the camera. I can't wait to see Claudine's. All right, Bill, I might need your help here. I'm not sure. Okay, you do that. I'll try. Okay. This is the hard part for me, is just dumping this into these pans. Oh! Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, the world is going to be laughing at me now. You can use an angel food pan for this too, but there is far too much in here. I'm going to have to spread this into 2 pans. There's way too much in that. Just a minute. That's it. Oh. Okay, I made a big mess. I'm gonna pause and get this figured out. Alexa, stop. Okay, I'm back. I've now solved the problem. I took one of my pots that cook in the Instapot. I put it in the oven though, and I took some out of my bundt pan. So these are now going to cook for an hour at 325. When they're all done and cooled, I'll bring you back. All right, we're back with the finished product. Now the one that was in the bundt cake, I tried to tip it over and I messed up the top of it a little bit, but it's there. This one was all that extra stuff I had. And this one is cut and we have a little dream whip on the top. So that's how you do it. Now I'll put the recipe in the description box. We'll see you all tomorrow.